Hi Stampers and Crafters, it's Carol from Carol's Crafty Creations. Today I have for you this, it's like a box, but I made it into a bag. It just does, it's a box without a lid. And I thought that I would show you how to do this. Alright, let's get started. First of all, let's see, the stamp sets we're using is the Sweet Home stamp set. We're going to use the spider web on that. And we're going to use the little things because we're going to use the spider. And we're using Spooky Cat. And we're going to use the witch's hat and the trick or treat. Now, we start off with a, let me move this over here a little bit. Bring in my cutter tool because I'm going to score on it. Now this gets scored. This sheet of paper, this lemon lime twist, is 10.5 by 7 inches. Okay, so we're going to score on the 10.5 inch side, and we are scoring at 1.5. This is the scoring blade, the lighter color. This is the cutting blade, the darker color. So we put that, move it out of the way, or we'll be in trouble. So score it at 1.5. Score it at 5. Pull your arm out, you gotta score it at 6.5. And then we score it at 10. Turn your paper and score it at 1.5. Alright, done with that. Now, what I would do next is I'm going to use, here, we can score our sides, our score marks here. Okay, I've also taken the lots of labels framelits, and I'm going to use the biggest. This is not the biggest. It's the second to the biggest. And I am going to, the third to the biggest is the hole that I'm going to cut out. The second to the biggest is this piece here that is going to be the frame. I used Rich Razzleberry on this one. And let me do that for you, and I'll be right back. I'm just going to get my big shot and cut this piece out. Okay, so now that I've cut out the piece, what we're going to do is decorate the bag box first. Okay, I put spider webs in the corners, so we can do that. I will use the Archival Black. And I'm going to stamp it in the corner. Stamp this up at the top in the corner. And then what I did was that I flicked the colors on here. So I got the Rich Razzleberry and I squished it so that my ink is in my lid. Took my aqua painter and dropped water in there. Make sure that it's nice and wet. You want it to just about be able to drop off here. And I just do this to flick the color. And I want it all over. I think it looks really neat. Okay, kind of brush it off a little bit. Do the same thing with your pumpkin pie. Get it nice and wet. This is about ready to dribble drabble. And flick that on there. Doesn't it look cool? You can even like make sure that it's going to come off, or the drops are going to fall, and you can flick it like that. Just kind of I think I need a little bit more rich raspberry. I like it to almost drop and then start. Here we come. So I got some big ones, which is fine. I like it. All right, I also did it with black, the basic black archival. Doesn't work as well because I can't get a lot of that black in there, but we'll try. Get it just about ready to, here we go. There. Oh, that's some good flicking there. Okay. I think that's enough. Then, oh, I need that black open again, because then we're gonna take the spider and we're going to stamp the spider in various places. We know this is the front. We can do it on the side here. Give it a little spooky effect. Little spiders all over your bag. Whoa. I mean, I wouldn't like to have spiders all over my bag, but at Halloween, you never know what's gonna happen. All right. So my bag is basically decorated. You cut up the score marks here. This one you can cut off. And then just cut up to your... Now you see this here. This is an outline of this because I folded up when I ran that through so that I didn't cut it off. I mean, you could cut it off, it's really not that big of a deal, but you want your bottom to be kind of strong. Then that's going to get glued or taped like that. But first, we have to do this piece. We have to do the window. And what I did was, since we don't have Stays On ink anymore, we can't actually stamp on the window sheet. But I did cut a window sheet because I want it to go over it, because I like that window look. Because if you just have this, it's kind of flimsy. So I like the window. So we're going to stamp on our vellum cardstock. And I thought, instead of putting the owl on there, see, because you can't really see my trick or treat, I'm just going to do the witch's hat. And what I did was I stamped the witch's hat in Memento ink and I embossed it. So I'll stamp the witch's hat for you. Oops. Let's get the witch's hat on there. Get it inked up very well. Look at, I messed it up already. That's okay, that's all right. So I'm gonna put the witch's hat on there. Get it all on there. And then I'm going to put embossing powder on it. This is my clear embossing powder. It's okay that it's smooshed up because I'm going to get it all, I'm going to use some other colors to get it looking funky anyway. Now you can I also stamped, I want to put the trick or treat down below the hat now. So I stamped that and I emboss that also. So that I stamped in my pumpkin pie ink, and I'm going to do it right below the hat, and I will get embossing powder on that. There you go. And so you don't have to wait. I already did one. So there's this one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little tip too. The first time I stamped the hat, I don't know if you can see, but it looks like it didn't stamp all the way, so I turned it over and I colored it with my Stampin' Right marker. Ta-da! Awesome. Okay, so now you're going to turn it over, because we're not going to emboss anymore, but we're going to still add some colors and things to it. So from our Spooky Cat stamp set, we're going to get this piece that looks with the lines on it. And I stamped that in, well, we can do that in the pumpkin pie. Now this is on the back side of your vellum. Just anywhere. And then we're going to take the smaller lined one. See the one, this is the smaller lines. And I'm going to get Rich Razzleberry. Close up my pumpkin pie. And I'm going to stamp that. And I'm going to color the buckle of the hat with my Daffodil Delight marker. Because when you flip it over, you can kind of see that. My other one looks better. Just color it, get it kind of dark, if you can. There. Okay, I think that's it. Now I'm going to attach the, oh, yeah, let's do this. I'm going to put this inside here. Okay, so we can use tear and tape along the sides. We can go around the top, kind of. Let's tear it. And come along the bottom. And let's see. Go this way. And get kind of close, because these edges are, the edges seem to go really close to the opening. Okay, now we'll put our window sheet on here. My hands are really dirty. I've been busy crafting. Let's pull this off. Come on. Sometimes if you rub the edge, it sticks the tape down, and then you can grab the backing. Oh, come on. I'm sorry. Here we go. Success. One more. There we go. Now we can put the window sheet down. Really looks messy. Okay, and then we can glue these sides down or tape them. I'll roll back this tape. There, that's better. I got too far down on my tape. Doesn't that look cool? Now, if you're messy like me, you might need to cover up that tape because it's gonna have, things are gonna be sticking all over to your, the stuff that you put inside your bag will be sticking all over. And this needs to be glued down. And it's stuck right there, but we'll put some glue along the edge. Okay. I like the hat, just the hat better. I think the owl, I like this better. Way better. Okay, now I'm going to put, this is my frame, and the way that I achieved the frame was by using the second largest framelit and the third largest. So the third largest is smaller, which is the size of this cutout. Just the cutout. So I'm going to frame it now. My other bag I used Rich Razzleberry, and this is Basic Black. And then we'll just put that down there like that. Well, I like that a lot better. Okay, and now we can put it together. Inside's really messy. And because this has this like this right here, I'm going to make that one be the inside piece. These all can go inside. And then this one will be my outside piece, but this piece will go inside. And I can glue it all together. Now this multi-purpose liquid glue is pretty strong. I use it on almost everything. I would have used it around that window, which is what I did with the original one that I did. But here, let's get the bone folder and do this. Okay. We're going to put that in, and we're going to put that in, and this is going to come out like that. You can put glue on these pieces, on those flaps right there. And we're going to fold that one down. And then I'm going to put glue here. And then fold that flap down. And then we can also stick them down. Alright, the next thing that I did was I took the hole punch. Here it is. Took the hole punch. I squeezed these together like this. And I took the hole punch and I made sure that I'm not here. And I punched the hole there through both pieces of cardstock. I moved it over a little bit, making sure that I'm not getting those, and trying to make it the same height. And ta-da! Now I took our vintage crochet ribbon and I put it inside, put this one inside. I put the two pieces together and I tied a knot. Just like this. And then I cut some of this off because you don't need all that excess hanging. Pull this back out. And look at, isn't it cute? I think it's pretty cute. Now, just don't make it messy inside like mine, and make sure that you don't have tape all around on the inside. Otherwise, anything you put in there is going to stick to that. And I do have a tip for you. If that happens to you, baby powder, if you use baby powder inside there around all your sticky pieces, it takes the stickiness away. So just make sure whatever you're putting in here, you either put it in a cellophane bag or put tissue paper in there if you're using the baby powder, if you screwed up like I did. But look at the back. I love that splatter effect. Alright, that is this video for today. Thanks for watching. I think we only have one more video. Thank you. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.